The target for the head and shoulder is the height of the head. So from my neckline till my head, the height of this is the target on the downside as per the book. Now let's say that this target comes to anywhere around 36,677, and over here you have 37,000. So tell me, what according to you is more important? Is 37,000 more important or 36,677 is more important? 37,000. ठीक है? So whenever you do your target setting, never go by what the book is saying. Always plot your manual support and resistance levels, or alternatively you can go for pivot levels as well, and that should be your target setting. Is this point clear to all? So this was your target. Now let's talk about the stop loss as well. Now as I said, there are multiple ways of taking a trade. High risk seekers will take a short over here itself, but at this point in time I'm not sure if the market will form a lower low or not. So let's say if the trader is shorting the market over here, where will my SL be? If the trader is shorting at the right shoulder, where will my SL be? Above the head. Perfect. If I'm shorting at the breakdown, where will my SL be?
Above the right shoulder.
Above the right shoulder. And let's say if I wait for a retest, again where will my SL be? Same thing, above the right shoulder. Clear it? So in case of a breakdown or in case of a retest, it will again be above my right shoulder itself. Alright. Now one very small point, that your head and shoulder can be at an angle as well. It's not necessary that the neckline is flat and straight. It could be at an angle as well, something like this. And the market might now give a breakdown. Overall, the logic is same. We are trading the market structure and the shift in the market structure. Point clear to all? Head and shoulder clear है सबको? Similarly, we have an inverse version of it, which is known as an inverse head and shoulder. Concept is completely the same. What is happening? The only difference is it's upside down. Existing downtrend, market forms a bottom, goes back up, comes down, forms a bottom, goes back up, comes back down, forms a bottom, goes back up. Neckline. Market structure. Speaking of the market structure, market was in a lower high, lower low structure. Over here, formed a constant high, indicating an early sign of the shift in the structure. After that, market formed a higher low, and till the time it is resting on my neckline, we say that the pattern is not complete. Only once we get a breakout, then that higher high, higher low structure is complete. Speaking of the volumes, in the first leg, volume will be high. In the second leg, volume will be low. In the third leg, the volume should have been high, but the volume will be low, indicating or raising a red flag over here. In the fourth leg, volume will be high, again indicating that there is a shift from the sellers to the buyers. Fifth leg, volume will be low. And last leg, volume, not only should the volume be high, but there should be good momentum as well. Speaking of the target, as I said, as per the book, it is the height of the head, but as per our levels, it would be R1, R2, R3. Be it your pivots or your manual level, whatever you like. So now let's come to a chart and let me show you a live example. I want you all to take notes of these examples that I'm sharing with you all for a reference point of view. We are on Tata Power. weekly charts. Now there is a tool through which you can plot your head and shoulder. So just below the T letter over here, there are certain patterns. Click on the drop down list, scroll down below, and there's an option for head and shoulder. You have to click on it. Now the drawback over here is it won't automatically plot that head and shoulder for you. This is just a plotting tool. So what do we see over here? An inverted head and shoulder. Clear? So let's try to break this down through the concept that we have learned. Oh God, there might be an indicator. So it's better that you do it through yourself and don't depend on an indicator through. जितना manually आप समझोगे market को उतना better है. Now let's try to understand. In the first leg, we said the volume should be high, existing downtrend, that is happening. Volumes are meeting the average, it's okay. Second trend, volume should be low, almost touching the average is again not so important, it's okay. Now the third leg, volume should have been high, but we do not see any increase in the volumes, right? And in the fourth leg, the volume should have been low, but what is now happening? We are seeing an increase in the volume, indicating what? A shift from the strength from sellers to the buyers. The second last leg, you can see volumes are decreasing. And again in the last leg, the volumes are increasing. So your volume analysis is confirmed, yes or no? Volume confirmed, yes or no? Yes? Now till the time we were at a neckline, we will say that the pattern is not complete. However, once the breakout happens, volumes were good. If you are a person who's a breakout trader, you would have immediately taken a trade. But if you are a person who wants to safeguard yourself, take a safer entry, then what you will do is, you will wait for that higher low. And you will rather take an entry somewhere over here. Either over here, or you could have traded this inside candle breakout as well. Speaking of the targets, the book says that the height of the head will be the target on the upside. Are my targets achieved? Eventually it is achieved. But what we will do is, as per our market structure rule, we will always try booking up profits near the highs. So we see some sort of a resistance level over here, and we will book our profits over here for once. Let it come down from that higher low. Again, we will take a trade. Not a problem. Then we'll go for higher trades. Over here again, if there's any sort of a resistance, we will take a exit. Come back down from that higher low. Again, buy over here. Let the market go up. So on and so forth. Is this point clear? Inverted head and shoulder. Now over here you can see in the last leg, not only were the volumes good, but there was good momentum as well. Good build up. The market so there was good momentum as well, and that is why we got a good clean breakout. We got a good rally after that, and the targets were easily achieved. Who is this? So is this example clear? You all can please note the dates for your future reference.
Himalay, there's one question. Himalay, when, if we take this example only, when the moment you told us you have to exit, and then again rebuy. तो जब तक वो रेड कैंडल नेक्स्ट कैंडल बनता है तब तक तो बहुत डिफरेंस आ जाता है. आप जब तक एग्जिट करोगे फिर दोबारा एंट्री लोगे.
दिस इज अ वीकली चार्ट.
ओके,
तो हम इतना वेट भी नहीं करेंगे. वीकली से वी नो द डायरेक्शन, प्राइमरी डायरेक्शन ऑफ द मार्केट. सो वी विल बी टेकिंग आवर एंट्रीज टू व्हाट 1 day charts or 4 hour charts, etc. So our targets and exits will be also basis of 4 hour or 1 day. Through this we just know that there's been a big inverted head and shoulder on the weekly chart, and so eventually the markets can come up to a certain level. That is why you will take a trade on the upside. you will not short the market. You will not go against the trend.
Okay. But sometimes daily charts में भी जहाँ पे candlesticks बहुत बड़ी होती हैं, so does it create a risk की price variation?
It definitely does. So that is why we will be teaching you two indicators, moving average and super trend, through which you can again trail your profits.
Okay. Thank you.
Himalay,
Yeah.